What's up guys? This is Brent with 247parts.com, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to restring the Stihl Auto Cut C26-2 Easy Spool trimming head. Now, the Auto Cut C26-2 is going to be an upgrade head from what you're going to find standard on all your trimmers from the FS55 all the way up to the FS131R. Now, what you'll see standard on those is usually an Auto Cut 25-2, which is a manual spool unit, meaning that you have to take the inner spool out to be able to restring it. Now, on these C26-2s, easy spool units, these units you do not have to take the center spool out to restring. So how this is going to work is, now of course this is one that I use personally out here on the farm, at the barn, around the studio here to keep things cleaned up. So it is a little bit dirty and nasty, but I can still show you with it how to string this up. Now you'll notice that on this head you're going to have two arrows here on the outer edges. Now normally this outer edge is the piece that we'd have to take off to get into the inner spool to be able to string up one of these trimmer heads. But on this unit, all we need to pay attention to is the arrows that are here on the outside of this cap, and then on the center here on our spool we're going to have this line that goes straight across. So whenever we're going to re-spool this, we need to make sure that that line is lining up with our two arrows. Now the reason for this is that once we have this done, we have created a channel that we can poke line through one side, come all the way out the other, and pull it out, get an even amount of line on each side, and then we can simply twist to wind this unit up. So on the C26-2, if we're using 0.095 line, we can use up to 26 feet of this line in that head, and if we're using 0.105, we can use about 23 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and just go about arm's length on this and find about 26 feet. So I'm about 5'10", so we're going to go just a little bit short here and say there's 5 feet. There's another 5 feet there. And another 5 foot there. And about another 5 foot there. So I'm just gonna go with about 20 feet here. Gonna go ahead and grab our cutters and cut this off. Now, normally on a manual spool, what we would have to do is cut this 20 to 30 foot piece in two. But on a C easy spool unit, like on the C26-2, we leave this as all one piece. So once we have our arrows lined up and our line lined up, next thing we're gonna do is take our piece of string and we're going to feed this through. We're gonna keep feeding that through until it comes out of the other side. And then we're simply going to pull this until we've got about 10 feet on each side, just like so. Then we're gonna set the unit down. We're gonna take both of our pieces of string, bring them out like this, and make sure that they are even on both sides, which like we have here. And then once we have even pieces of string on each side, next thing that we're going to do is simply push down and turn this unit. Now you'll notice how these slots go down and in one way. We want to make sure that we are twisting the way that these slots go. So right here, we're just going to simply start to push and twist. And this is going to do all of the winding for you, making sure that everything inside stays in place and that it is where it needs to be. And then just like that, you've got your head wound up. Now that is easy when we're trying to go and restring this trimmer. Now I know on some of the manual string heads, that can be one of the most frustrating parts of weed eating is whenever you run out of string and you're having to go put more string in. But with the Stihl Auto Cut Easy Spool C26-2, that makes this job super easy. Now one thing to keep in mind is if you don't have a unit that has up to the 26-2, or maybe you have a bigger unit, as long as when you're looking for one of these heads, you're looking for the one that is called an Easy Spool and has the C right in front of the numbers, like C26-2 here, that is going to indicate that this is an Easy Spool, and being able to wind that string is going to be the same way on any of those string trimmer heads. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you liked this video. If you did, we just ask that you would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.